Hi, everybody. Find yourself either on the floor or in a nice cross-legged position. And realize that when you start your practice, you can begin in a classic Shavasana pose, or you can come to a nice cross-legged position where you're comfortable, and hopefully you've got something to sit on, because that'll help your back open up and release a little bit. Either a soft cushion, a phone book, a dictionary, anything that lifts your hips a little bit up off the floor. And as you find your place, either in Shavasana or seated, traditionally we just close our eyes and begin to listen. That breath will naturally slow down for you, and the idea of focusing in on the inhalation and the exhalation hopefully comes next. So as you begin to breathe, just be grateful you've taken some time for yourself, for your practice here today. And usually just a few moments of collecting and getting the breath and the mind and the body in the same building. I'm going to come join Kai and Alyssa on the floor, leave my mat, my cushion right up ahead of me, rolling it down, using my elbows if I need it. So once you find yourself on the floor, you can draw your knees up into your chest if you've started seated. So Kai and Alyssa, come on along. Bring your knees right up into your chest. Take a nice breath and really extend out your whole spine so the shoulders move to the ground, the knees are coming wide. Drop your feet now, bring them right out in front of you. Take your arms out over your head. And as you stretch, you're gonna let your lower back stay a little curved. Don't worry too much about that yet, but right arm comes out of the shoulders, left arm comes out of the shoulders. And the whole time you're breathing. So now relax your whole body, let it all go. And yogic breath is generally right through the nose and out through the nose. If you feel you need to use your mouth, always just breathe. Next time, right arm and right leg, stretch the right side of the body and then relax. And then stretch the left side of the body, the left arm. Awesome. And relax. Take your right knee into your chest, squeeze it in. Grab the hands right on top of that right knee, long in the left leg. Bring the arms out over the head, leg lengthens out in front of you, and then switch sides. Now you can do this part of this practice in the morning before you take on the rest of your day. Just these simple exercises will help warm you up. Now take both knees on into the chest. Relax the knees above the hips, arms come on out to the side, and drop your knees over to the left. Just a simple twist. Lift up the knees, squeeze them in again, and then drop the knees over to the right. Now, you're trying to keep your shoulder that's opposite of the knees. This case, the right legs are going to the right, the left shoulder is opening, the left arm is opening, and your head can go from side to side. If you got a little crick in your neck from sleeping, you can just go side to side with your head. Ultimately, though, you want to go opposite of your knees with your nose. Take a nice breath, exhale, help those knees up. Now grab behind your knees. You're gonna use all your belly strength to start to rock and roll a little bit. For some of you, this might be a little challenging, but it's actually a lot of fun. You can have some fun with that, lift it. And then when you come on up, bring your feet together and just get real long in the spine and notice how the insides of the thighs feel. This first part of the sequence is all about tuning into your body, tuning into your breath, warming up from head to toe, getting the hips nice and open, the shoulders, and all of the vertebrae. So we take our time, and don't worry too much if you're tight. The idea is that you are tight because you haven't warmed up yet. So come onto your hands and knees. And this is called a traditional table pose. When you're in table, your hands get wide, very wide. Your fingers face one another. Your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder are all in alignment. And if you have those lovely elbows that pop in a little bit, keep your elbow a little bent so your arm stays nice and supported so you don't hurt your elbow joint. Thumbs face one another, fingers spread, knees or hips width apart. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, this is a simple dog and cat stretch. The chin comes right into the throat, tailbone drops. As you breathe in, the breath naturally wants you to open. Shoulders roll back, eyes look up, and exhale, roll again. And inhale, come on up. Feel the belly lengthen, the throat opening, and then roll. Usually 3 of movement, 3 times of doing one movement is awesome, and exhale, roll. Let's just do one more. So as you open up the belly, you're kicking out your hips, opening the throat, and then exhale, roll. Wonderful. Right back into the table pose. Come on down to your forearms, and just one more position here. This lengthens your spine, gets the whole spine, every vertebra finding length in between so that the nervous system can relax. Left hand comes behind the right. Walk your elbows out slightly. Straighten out your right arm. Keep your hips nice and high over the knees. Rest your forehead right on the forearm and open your chest. Feel the breath as you exhale. Leave the body. As you breathe in, the lungs get a little bit bigger. And here, 3 breaths is perfect. Nice exhalation. If you like the pose, you can look forward slightly. That'll open up your neck. Now back to the forearm. Bring that right arm under with all the strong arms. Lengthen the arms again. Kick out the hips, open the chest, and then exhale, roll. And then we come back into table, and we do the other side. Forearms, right hand comes behind that left elbow. Move it a little bit forward. Walk the hand out. Stretch out the chest. Forehead, right to the forearm. Now we're going to add that right arm if you feel comfortable. Bring the right hand out from the right shoulder, the left hand out from the left shoulder. Start on your forehead, hips are high. This is a really big stretch. Open the throat if it feels good. This is not for everybody. Do your best to feel the chest open. And then bring the forehead to the ground. Arms come underneath your shoulders. Tuck the elbows real strong and arch it. Come back into table. Bring your knees a little bit closer. Step back with your right foot. Now we're kind of focusing in on our toes. And the heel moves right away. Drop the right knee, stretch back with the left leg. If you have tight ankles, tight knees, you're thinking about letting the knee cap go right into the thigh. And then do it again with the right leg. So bring the left knee back to the floor. And this time we'll do a simple plank. So find that rooted foot. Bring the left foot back to the right. Lift the chest right on up and out. Beautiful. Look out in front of you. Excellent. Drop to your knees. Relax your back a little bit. Take your right foot forward. Tuck your back toe. Bring it on up to meet the left, so left foot meets right. And the whole body hangs right upside down. This is called a forward fold. And for some of you, this might be very challenging. If you feel like you can't relax your head, relax your back, relax your legs, come right to your thighs with your forearms. Let everything dangle upside down. The goal is that your feet are rooted and balanced. Now Alyssa's got her arms folded. She's taking her head and balancing it right between her biceps. Kai is just letting his arms hang loose. Once you feel the back of the body, we're gonna, what we call jogging or kind of a little running. So my right knee bends, left leg gets straight, and go back and forth a little bit. You're breathing, breathing, breathing. If you are not used to blood running to your head, this might get a little crazy for you. Let's bring our fingertips to the floor. Look a little bit to your fingertips. Come up on your tippy toes and just crunch into your knees. Yeah, this isn't necessarily a classic yoga pose, but boy, it feels good. So you're just kind of bending into your knees and your heels. Now drop your feet, lengthen your legs, and come back into your nice forward fold. Wonderful. And fingertips out in front again. Bring the belly right into those thighs. Look forward. Lift up a little bit. And you can wiggle from side to side even. It might help your lower back loosen. Last time, lift the hips, drop the feet. This time, nice and big. If you're free to do this, elbows come on out to the side, bring your whole body into the legs. This is a big, long one. Even if you want to relax your neck a little bit with your fingers, you can do that. Use the pads of your fingers, either side of the cervical vertebra. Breathe, everybody. One last time, hands to the ground. Crunch into your knees and lift up. Wonderful. Excellent. Last forward fold, heels. We're gonna roll up like a rag doll. Arms are heavy. Knees and hips are a little bent. The weight of the body comes to the feet. So when you're ready, vertebra by vertebra, you begin to roll up. And honestly, you take as long as you want in this pose. Ideally, you have a nice inhalation come into the body. And then if you exhale, you could just stop with it for a second. And then inhale, keep rolling. Your eyes can be open, your eyes can be closed. At the very end of the lift, the chest comes up, the shoulders roll back, and you stand nice and tall. This is called Tadasana. So I'm facing forward, but you guys stay exactly where you're at. You can take this Tadasana with you wherever you go. Feel your breath for a second. Enjoy how the body feels standing at this moment. Wonderful. Now, you could consider what we've just done a practice. Starting on the floor, standing up, and if you need to move on with your day and you can't finish the rest of the practice here, you can move on with this Tadasana. You've warmed up pretty much a little bit of the shoulder, a little bit of the hips, the legs. If you're ready to move on and get a little hotter, we're going to move into some sun salutes, some forward bending, and some standing poses.